Hari Om and welcome to all the divine Atmajyotis to today's Bhagavad Gita Satsang. From today, we'll be learning a new chapter called Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. It's the 16th chapter in Bhagavad Gita. So first let us learn the first three shlokas that we have selected from this chapter, which describe the Daivi qualities of a realized one. What are the Daivi qualities? And then we will go into contemplation. So for that, first let us learn how to chant. I now request Sohan to repeat after me. Sohan, can you kindly repeat after me? All of you, please sit straight, close your eyes, fold your hands in Namaste. And when Sohan is chanting, you can also chant. Abhayam sattva-sanśhuddhir.
abhayaṁ sattva-sanśhuddhir
jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ.
jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ
dānaṁ damaśh
damaśh
yajñaśh
yajñaśh
svādhyāyas
svādhyāyas
tapa ārjavam.
tapa ārjavam.
Thank you, Sohan. Bhivan, can you kindly read the meaning?
O
Scion Bharat,
scion of Bharat, these are saintly
virtues,
those endowed with a divine nature. Fearlessness, purity of mind, steadfastness in spiritual knowledge, charity, control in the senses, sacrifice, study of the sacred books, austerity, and straightforwardness.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vivan. Now I request Raghavi. Can you please chant after me? And when Raghavi is chanting, all others also please chant. Ahimsa satyam krodha.
Ahimsa satyam krodha.
Tyaga shantirapaishunam.
Tyaga shantirapaishunam.
Daya bhuteshvaloluptvam.
Daya bhuteshvaloluptvam.
Mardavam hrirachapalam.
Mardavam hirachapalam.
Thank you, Raghavi. Can you kindly read the meaning?
Non-violence, truthfulness, absence of anger, renunciation, peacefulness, restraint from fault-finding, compassion towards all living beings, absence of covetousness, gentleness, modesty, and the lack of fickleness.
Thank you. Now for the last shloka, I request Sanvi to read and chant and read the meaning.
Tejah kshama dhriti shaucham adroho natimanita bhavanti sampadam daivim abhijatasya bharata. Vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, bearing enmity toward none, and absence of vanity.
Thank you very much, Sanvi. Thank you, Raghavi. Thank you, Sohan. Thank you, Bhivan. So, what is that Sri Krishna is teaching us here? He is saying the ones who have realized the God, the ones who have realized their own divine nature, how does it come out? How does it express? How do you see what all the different kinds of divine qualities they show? He is giving you and me a list of such divine qualities. So starting from fearlessness, purity of mind, here And in the next shloka is talking about non-violence, truthfulness, so on and so forth. Here he is talking about vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness. So like that, if you list, there are some 24 qualities that he has listed here. So what is it, and how you and I can realize what is the truth that Sri Krishna is pointing at, and what is that you and I can practice in our day-to-day life. So let us now do a small, as usual, game. Okay. Here is a simple riddle, and I want you to raise your hand if you know the answer. The riddle is, what is something that only grows and grows and never diminishes, doesn't diminish at all? It only grows and grows. Okay. Raghavi, what is your answer?
Is it knowledge, Vijayji?
Knowledge. Okay, very, very good. One thing. Rohan, you have any other answer?
Sarji, I have another answer.
Hmm.
I'll give few clues before I say it. It don't has legs.
Hmm.
It's a living being.
Hmm.
It stays in a place.
Hmm.
It is the producer of the food chain.
Hmm.
Anyone has this guess? It's of course a tree.
Okay, but the tree, it after some time stops growing. Whereas here the question is about something that grows and grows. Like how Raghavi Akka said, knowledge keeps on growing. Like that, do you have any examples? All right, so think about it. Anyone else? Anyone else wants to answer? What is something that grows and grows and doesn't diminish? One answer you already found through what Raghavi Akka said. Knowledge. Knowledge can continue to grow and doesn't seem to diminish. Any other views? Okay, all right. No problem. As you go into today's session, I'm sure you will find the answers for it. Because today's shloka already has given you the clues also. Okay. So before I go into explaining some more about today's shloka, now that we have done this riddle, I want to tell you one little story. Okay. The story, many of you may know, the Samudra Manthana. How many of you have heard about Samudra Manthana? Please raise your hand. Diya Disha, very good. Has anyone else? Sohan has heard. Okay, very good. Anyone else? You can raise your Zoom hand also. Sanvi has heard. Okay, very good. Excellent. So all of you have heard what is Samudra Manthana. It's a story that we find in our Purana, which says that there was a fighting between the Devas and the Asuras. The Devas and the Asuras both wanted then Amrita from the ocean, the Milky Way ocean. And to help them get the Amrita, what they decided to do is to churn the ocean, because they were told that if you churn the ocean, you will find the Amrita. So then they used the Meru Parvata, and they used the Kurma as the base, and they used the Vasuki as the serpent to churn the ocean. And that's the picture that you're seeing. So this is the Purana story. Now, what is the Purana story in a modern way? So I have a different story to tell you so that you can connect this Purana story in how we can understand this in our modern viewpoint. Okay. And the story is, if I were any better, I would be twins. Just like our Diya and Disha, each one of you. Okay, so the story is, if I were any better, I would be twins. So the story goes like this. There was a owner of a restaurant, and He was a very popular it was a very popular restaurant. Many people used to go there. One person he used to love to go to this restaurant. He would always go, and he would the owner, after this fellow eats the food, would always chat him up, would talk about something or the other. And this person who used to go and eat there would ask the owner, "Hey, how are you doing today?" And that fellow would always say, "If I were any better, I would be twins." And this fellow used to ask, "Why? What are you saying?" So this owner would say, "Oh, I'm feeling so full that, I'm very satisfied. I'm very happy. And I'm so happy that, you are here today. And I'm so happy that all of this conversation is happening. So if I were any better, I would be twins." Like that is how he used to answer. So this fellow used to think, "Oh, today he has had good business. That's why he's feeling like that. Many customers have come and paid him, maybe because of that." So, like that, many days he would go and he would ask the same question and he would get the same answer. And this fellow used to always think, this fellow his life is going so well. That is why he's always answering like that. That is what he thought. Then one day, this fellow the customer who used to go there every day, he got a message from some other friend that there was a robbery in that hotel, in that restaurant. And during the robbery, the robbers had actually hurt the owner in such a bad way that the owner's leg had to be amputated, and he's battling for his life in the hospital. This fellow, because he had already become such a good friend with that owner, he decided to go and meet him. So he went to the hospital and he saw him, and this fellow had been beaten up really badly. He had lost both his legs, and there were a lot of other wounds on the other parts of the body, and they were giving a lot of medication, and he was in apparently lot of pain. You could see the pain on his face. So like that he was. So after talking to him, then this customer thought, okay, let me ask him today. How are you today? He asked. He thought, today at least he will say, "Ayo, I'm not at all doing good. Today life is so bad." Like that he thought the restaurant owner would answer. But today also, to his surprise, that restaurant owner said, "You know what? If I were any better, I would be twins." Today, this fellow totally did not understand. In those days, because business was going well, he was saying, "Oh, if I were any better, I would be twins." Today, how can he say like that? He's beaten up, his legs are amputated. So he asked him, "Hey, tell me, today you've been beaten up so much, you've lost all your money, and I also heard that your restaurant has been totally broken. Not only that, your legs are lost. Look at the wounds. What are you saying? If you were any better, you would be twins. Is this how you like to be? Like this, beaten up? Is this what you mean? You want this to multiply? That is why. Is that what you mean by being twins?" Then that restaurant owner said, "You know what? One day, every day, many people would come to my restaurant. And I would notice that many days when they come to my restaurant, when they come in, no, usually they will carry some or the other worry in their mind. And when I see them, they would be usually a little sad, or sometimes they'll be lost in their thoughts. Everyone I know carries some or the other worry or thought of anxiety or some fear about something in their mind. And when I started looking at them, I started thinking, what is that I can give them that helps them? I would definitely give them the food and they would feel happy. But what is that I can give them that they can carry, because the food they have eaten, after some time, the food is gone, right? So what is that they can carry that will also give them the same kind of feeling of freshness, energy? Then it occurred to me, every day for everyone, there'll be one or the other situation. Some situation appears to be nice, some situation appears to be not so nice. But then I thought, whatever may be the situation, if I simply accept that situation, then I should be okay. Then I started saying whatever, whether that day my business was good or bad, whenever somebody would ask me, how are you? I would not tell them all the sob stories of my life, but rather I would say, if I were any better, I would be twins. From that day, in a way, I've never felt sad at all, is what the owner said. And then the customer, it all clicked in his mind. It all appeared. Now I realize. So, with that, let me stop the story. So, does anyone have anything to ask about the story, or any questions about the story, first of all, before you share what you felt about the story? Does anyone have any questions about the story? Was the story clear? Does anyone want to know anything more about the story? By the way, Aditya Anna has come here. Do you have anything to ask about the story? Could you hear?
I could hear only the end.
The ending. Okay, all right. Okay. So if there are no questions about the story, first of all, what did you feel about the story? What is the connection of the story to the Samudra Manthana and to today's shloka? Who would like to share your view? So today, what is that we did? So far we've learned these three shlokas. Daivasura, Sampad, Vibhaga Yoga. In that, these three shlokas, where Sri Krishna is describing the divine qualities of a realized person. And like I said, there are some 24 divine qualities. He simply listed them, right? And then I asked you, what is that keeps on growing and never diminishes? Raghavi gave one answer, which is knowledge. Knowledge doesn't diminish, it keeps on growing. That's one answer she gave. Then I said, let's go further and you will find many other answers to this. Then I gave you this story, right? And we started with Samudra Manthana. And then I told a different story. I did not narrate the Samudra Manthana completely. So what is that you are able to connect from the story to the shloka to the Samudra Manthana? Yes, Sohan, what would you like to share?
So, connection between this story and the Samudra Mantra is that the person who was coming as the guest, he was saying, whenever he asked what is special, he says, what I want to become twins. It is great if I become twins. But he got really ill. When he was beaten by a bad bandit, that was seriously hurt. But he told that this. Then he told that like this. So that is related to the sloka, like it is mentioned that say no violence. He was not doing anything violent, but the bandits came and do the violence. That's one point. Another, everyone was thinking of their own mind, what is happening. That's why he got worried, which is also in the sloka. So those are the 2 points which I want to say.
All right. Okay. Does anyone else have any other connection to share? Vivan, Raghavi, Sanvi. What is the connection you felt, Raghavi, between the shloka and the story and the Samudra Manthana?
Vijayji, I think I saw the connection of selflessness in both Samudra Manthana and the other story that you told.
Okay. So selflessness is what you are seeing.
Yes,
And how
Vijayji.
is it connected to Samudra Manthana?
Selflessness in Samudra Manthana could be that the snake Vasuki was allowed the monsters and the demons and the gods to use her as a rope for churning the rock, and also Vishnu, Vishnu taking the form of Kurma to support the rock.
Okay. All right. That is your viewpoint.
Yes, Vijayji.
Great. Does Vivan have anything to share?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Diya Disha, do you want to share anything? You want to type anything and share something? No? Okay. All right. Is there something that you would like to share? Not yet. Okay. All right. So, what is that Sri Krishna is saying? Sri Krishna is saying there are, he has listed. Oh, okay. Sanvi has come. Before I share, Sanvi ji, would you like to share your viewpoint? Are you there, Sanvi? Okay, looks like Sanvi's internet is not stable. Okay, no problem. So, there you go. Sanvi comes again. Can you hear me, Sanvi? Am I audible to you, Sanvi? Okay, so not able to hear Sanvi. No problem. All right. So, what is that Sri Krishna has expressed through the three shlokas? He has listed various qualities. So, for example, he has listed qualities. See here, abhayaṁ, sattva-sanśhuddhir, fearlessness, purity of mind, steadfastness in spiritual knowledge. Like that, 24 qualities. What those qualities are, we will understand each one of them. But before that, let us understand what is that Sri Krishna wants to tell you and me. So, like that, he has listed 24 qualities, and he has said these 24 qualities are seen in a divine being, someone who has realized the truth. When they are living, these kind of qualities are easily seen. That is the first thing that Sri Krishna has said. Now, what is the Samudra Manthana about? Why there is a churning between the Devatas and the Asuras? And what is the connection to the hotel owner who would always, irrespective of whatever situation of his life, would always have a very happy, energetic, and optimistic answer? How are you? He would always say, if I were any better, I would be twins. So, the connection is that where are these qualities, my dear children? Where are these qualities? Where are they? Can anyone tell me? Can they be found in some restaurant? Can they be found in some shop? Can you go to some mall and can you buy? Can you buy purity of mind from a mall? Has anyone heard something like that? Where they sell purity of mind, where they sell steadfastness, where they sell non-violence. Has anyone heard such a mall or such a shop? No, right? Where are they then? Where are all these qualities? Yes, Vivan.
Sir, they are in us.
They are in you.
But we don't realize it.
You may not realize it. Excellent. Very good. Correct. All these wonderful divine qualities that Sri Krishna is talking about, they are all within you, within me, within each one of us. So, the secret of Samudra Manthana is that, like the divine qualities, these 24 divine qualities, next week, or when we have our next session, we will be learning about even the asura qualities. That is why this chapter is Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. Each one of us, you have in your mind Daivi qualities and Asura qualities. However, what you want to bring out, what is that you want to bring out? Sri Krishna is saying a divine person brings out divine qualities. Like in this story, yes.
So in this story, both the devas and the asuras work together to get the divine knowledge and
Amrita.
Amrita.
Yeah.
Right. So does that mean that we also have to work with our positive qualities and negative qualities to get the Amrita?
Correct. So for example, what does it mean? It means that your mind is like the ocean, where many a times you have both the, as an example, let's take an example. So let's say there is a work that needs to be done. Somebody has asked you, can you draw this picture for me? And this picture I will go and show it to some children. And this is needed after another 3 days. Let's say somebody has asked you, and let's say you are a good drawing person. You can draw. Now, it is needed, let's say 3 days later. And today you are sitting, and let's assume now you have free time. Now you have the choice. Should I use this time to draw this picture, or should I use this time to do something else? So the mind may tell, it's anyway after 3 days. Today, anyway, I have 3 more days. Today, why don't I look at some movie? Let me go and play some mobile games. So the mind may prompt like that. So that is one kind of a thought. Then in the same mind, another kind of a thought may appear, which may say, you know what? If I start drawing today, I will tomorrow be able to see whether this is good drawing or not. Then I can change it. Or tomorrow I may get better ideas and I can color it better. So why don't I draw it? Now you see your 2 thoughts in how to use that particular time. You have a thought of, okay, let's use it for my own so-called pleasure. Movie or that mobile game could be, gives me a lot of pleasure. But the picture, I have to sit and think and I have to draw. Is so I know I'm good at it, but so much of work. I will do it. So now you have to battle between these 2 kinds of thoughts at any point of time, isn't it? So life is all about, in any situation, you're constantly churning your mind with these kind of opposing thoughts. So the thought that says, right now, let's have pleasure, is a asura thought. Why? It only is for me and mine. Whereas that drawing the picture is a daivi thought. Why? It is for the benefit of somebody else. However, that will help you later. Because in the story of Samudra Manthana also, when Amrita comes, Vishnu decides to give the Amrita to the Devas. So the ones who have developed the Daivi qualities, who are living life with the Daivi qualities, are the ones who are given the Amrita. So, like that here. So, Asura doesn't necessarily mean only so-called bad qualities. At any point of time, there is a me and the mind thought. I have to do it for myself, for my pleasure. That is a Asura. And something for the benefit of others is a Daiva.
Okay.
Devi quality, right? Now, connecting it to the hotel owner. Can you connect it to the hotel owner now? the story, whatever you heard and understood?
I didn't.
Okay. Raghavi, do you think you can connect now to the hotel owner story?
Yes, Vijayji.
Yeah.
So the hotel owner used his Devi qualities to ensure that all of his customers had a better time over there, so that their thoughts could be more at ease and that they could make some good memories that they could keep throughout the day that would make them feel a bit more happier with themselves or with their work. He wasn't
Excellent.
very profit oriented or anything. So
Correct. See, when somebody asks somebody, how are you doing? You also, for example, if your friend comes and asks, how are you? You have two choices. You can say, you know what, I'm today feeling terrible, I'm so upset, I have so much of work to do, homework is there, my parents have scolded me, I cannot even go out. So like that, you can feel very sad and miserable about your current situation, and you can tell that to your friend. Or you can decide to tell what is positive in the current situation. Or when you're talking to your friend, you can look at their negative qualities and you can criticize them, or you can look at their positive aspects and you can amplify them. So like that, any given moment of your life and my life, you and I also have similar choice like what this hotel owner had. He had the choice of, when somebody asks him, how are you doing? He could say, yo, today business is not at all going well. Or for that matter, in that incident when he's in the hospital, he could have said, you look at my life. I've always been very, very encouraging to everybody. But how can this kind of a thing happen to me? Like that, he could have given a sob story. But what did he choose to say? Even this is okay. Because at the end of the day, what has happened has happened. So he chose to, even in that moment, give the feeling that if I were any better, I would be twins. So, like that, at any point of time, though both the qualities may be there, Asura quality also may be there in my mind, Daivi quality is also there. What do I choose to bring out? What do you choose to bring out? That makes all the difference. So even when his legs are amputated, the owner, just by being energetic and happy about his life, he's still not expressing grief. So though his legs may be cut, though his body may be in pain, deep within, he is joyful. Why? Because he has chosen to see the joy in life, because he has chosen to see the better part of whatever the current situation. In any situation, even in the most direst situation, you will always have this choice. The situation may look like most terrible situation. Yo, it is such a horrible situation. But even in that, what is that optimistic thing that I can choose to focus on? That Daivi quality you have. You have the power of the divine to choose to see the side of the story that is beneficial for everyone. So when devas are given, see, that's why if you see this picture, in this picture, on the deva side, Vishnu, Brahma, Shiva are churning. They are representative of your own ability to create. Brahma means your ability to create, your own creativity. Vishnu means your ability to preserve what is appropriate, what is beneficial, what is harmonious. Shiva means to understand life, to understand feelings, and to live in harmony. So, all these are your divine qualities. And at the same time, you also have the qualities of, I want for myself only, greed. Oh, that fellow hurt me. I'm also going to hurt him, revenge. Or how can she get so much more better than me? Jealousy. Like that, all kinds of negative feelings and qualities are also embedded in the same mind. And these two are constantly in battle, they're churning. And when they churn, initially lot of negative things only come if you focus on the negative side. So what is that you choose to see? Where is Amrita? It is within you. And how does that come to you? By you practicing to focus and developing your own divine qualities. That is the secret that Sri Krishna wants you and me to gather. First and foremost, is this, let me pause here. Is this so far clear? Are there any questions anybody has based on what you've heard so far? Great. If there are no more questions, I would love to listen to each one of you in what you understood so far. And remember, I have not yet gone into each of the quality in detail. That I will do in when we meet next. But for now, based on the explanation so far, would love to listen to each one of you. Yes, Sohan.
So, for my understanding, Saji, when we have the qualities in us, but we don't understand it that we have that qualities. We can do it. On the Deva side, as you said, there is Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva because they are in the side of good. But on the side of Rakshasas, there are many demons which are bad. And both are thinking good, but they are not utilizing it in a good manner. On the Deva side, they are utilizing in a good manner. On the Rakshasa side, they are not utilizing in a nice manner. But for this twin story, he was always meant because to make his customers what is going on with him, what on them. So he didn't understand. So he said that if I was in, it was my goodest luck. But many people didn't understand that. And so we have all these 24 qualities which is told from the 3 slokas, but we don't express it. We have it, but we use it really rarely. But we usually go with the normal flow, normal talking, but not using those qualities. We have it. It's in us, but it's depending on the person what is going to like to choose on that particular situation.
Excellent.
That's my
Very good. Very good.
understanding.
So the more you learn to bring out and amplify these qualities, the more they will grow. That is also the answer to the riddle that I asked. See what only grows and grows. See, each of these divine qualities can only grow and grow. They never diminish. If you are kind and loving towards somebody, it is not that only to one person you can be loving and kind. You can be loving and kind to all actually. So in a way, it can grow to an infinite level. So all that capacity is within you. Yes, Vivan.
I understood that we have all the divine qualities, but we don't realize it. And I also understood that in one side there are all the good divines like Vishnu, Brahma, and on the other side there are demons. There are demons. There are evil people. And from the story, I understood that the owner does not need to say anything else. If means he's happy with everything he has, like the day.
Very nice. Like that, you also have all these wonderful divine qualities, each one of us. However, we have to choose to bring it out. Very nice, Vivan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Raghavi.
Yes, Sujaji. So today's class was, I felt, a very big reminder to me for being more optimistic and looking at the more positive side of any situation. Apart from that, it also told that your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It can either be your best friend by you can either have your mind be your best friend by being selfless and helping everybody around you, rather than having it be your worst enemy and being selfish and not helping anybody. So then I also learned that we should try to improve or try to find our Devi qualities rather than and remove our Asura qualities.
Excellent. It is all about, what you amplify, and, what you don't amplify will diminish naturally. So when you amplify your Daivi qualities, your demonic qualities will naturally subside.
Yes, Sujaji.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Raghavi. Sanviji, are you able to express yourself now? Okay, looks like her internet is still having an issue. Diya and Disha, it would be nice if you can even type your answer, what you understood from today's discussion and the story and all that. Yeah, so you can type what you realized from today's discussion. How about Aditya? Is there anything that you would like to share?
Yeah. So what I understood is that there's always a churning. So before that, essentially the 16th chapter, Krishna is talking about the negative qualities as well as the positive qualities within each and one of us. So I don't remember the exact name, but it's
Daiva, Asura, Sampad, Vibhaga, Yoga.
yeah. So Daiva and Asura. So Daiva means the positive qualities and Asura means the negative qualities. So there's what we started off with is basically there's always some sort of churning going on in our head between the negative and positive. So we're always in a dilemma. So we always when we do something, there's always two choices: something that helps me right now, but or something that pushes me down right now. So just like the story, both of them were churning the ocean, and both of them had the potential to bring out the Amrita. But at the end, who got the Amrita? It's the ones who brought out their daiva qualities within them. So just like that, it's a metaphor for how we can bring out the Amrita within us, but who really gets to consume it, who really gets to drink it, are the people who bring out the good qualities within them, and that's when it shines, and that's when they're really immortal. Yeah, that's what I understood from this shloka.
So now, any connection to the story that you heard about the hotel owner?
I'm not sure what the story was because I didn't hear it, but like what I like slightly got was that there's like a hotel owner who was like really hurt, and he was I think disabled. He didn't have his legs, but he was still
He lost his leg during the robbery. So
doing it.
prior to the robbery, one customer used to always go to him and would always chat him up and ask, "How are you doing?" And he would always say, "If I were any better, I would be twins." So the customer used to think that, oh, he's saying that because he's having a good day, good business. But then one day he heard that there was a robbery, and he went to see him in the hospital. That day also, when he asked, "How are you doing? How are you feeling?" he said the same thing. That's the story.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what so like that he's bringing out the divine qualities within him, so the daipa qualities within him, and that's why he's so happy. That's why he's an example of someone who can consume the amrita and who's able to shine within themselves. And that's the answer to the riddle that had been asked. So what grows within us without being fed is the good qualities within us. So without doing anything, if we just show the good qualities, they naturally keep growing. That's what I understood.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Also, Diya and Disha have typed. We understood that we have to always be happy and we have to have Daivi qualities and we have to help everyone. Very nice. Excellent. Thank you very much, Diya, Disha. All right. So, is there any question anybody has? Otherwise, I have a small homework. So what I will do is, I will share all the 24 qualities in the group, okay? And each one of you find out, okay, what is the meaning of that Daivi quality. So for example, as an example, I'm just saying abhayam. Abhayam means fearlessness. What is fearlessness for you? Find out. Okay, what makes me feel afraid? Find out. Then how can I use my fearlessness quality to overcome my sense of fear? Like that, I will send all the 24 qualities. You write down, first of all, what that quality means to you and how you can bring it out, to what situation you can apply. All right. And then when we meet next, we will once again go into each of the 24 qualities one by one. What it means, what is it you have written, all that we will contemplate. All right. Is that clear to everyone? Can you show me with your Zoom hand, thumbs up, that you understood? Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Then with that, let me end. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.